Here I go trying out the Warriors of Chaos with this double cannon and Chaos Warriors versus the Dark Elves. Malice, the bastard. Azazel, rocking Azazel. Coming in with some strange number of spells. The only reason I had it was, well, I had the value left over. Double cannons to deal with the Medusa, knowing Medusa will be here. Malice Darkblade, though, I wasn't expecting him. This is gonna be a rough one. Shades, Dread Spears coming here from Yolo himself. He's been edging to get these things going. Shadow Sorcerer. Expecting fire, but Shadow will do. So here we go. 2 Marauders, 4 Chaos Warriors. All of them great weapons. And at this point I'm thinking, well, and then he sends Dark Riders to the side, so on the gates here, I usually like to just push for my opponent's home objective and send like an elite unit on the side. But this time was a little different. Mainly the Medusa. The Medusa makes things very difficult to deal with. There's a lot of things that can deal with anti-infantry, and here comes the first shot from the cannon. Miss, but that's what we got to. Immediately goes for hiding in the woods. And for his troubles, we can start shooting in there. Here we go with Pavane. Nah, Medusa, come fight, come play. You don't want to go in the woods. You want to come fight. And sure enough, we'll deal with that and those nasty shields. Good shots. Yeah, keep hiding. Ooh, Azazel. Scroll of Leeching. A little obnoxious. Good to know, though. Never really seen Scroll of Leeching around. But it makes sense to have it. Now that they're hiding, though, these shades are going to be nice, easy pickings over here. Wonderful shots. Malice, though, has been going around doing his own thing. And I'm pretty happy so far with the damage we're getting. We can't push out too hard too much. We're probably going to get our value. I missed the Pit of Shades here. A little late. Sucks, but you know what? They can't all be winners. And yeah, my awareness was low because I kept sending Azazel and I left my poor boys over there all by themselves. Crows of Cain trying to come around slowly. We got Chaos Warriors with great weapons to come deal with Malice. But as good as Malice is, he's I don't know if, well, that's a free ability, so whatever. Doesn't seem like, I don't know if he gets the cannons. I don't think so. But while he's distracted doing that, we're going to be dealing with his little sorcerer. And hopefully we can get rid of it. And while that's going on, we got a 2-pronged, well, we got 3 attacks going on. Malice, Azazel into the sorcerer. Azazel's doing great, Malice is doing a great job with those chaos hell cannons, but the Chaos Warriors with halberds should be able to hold them back. While that's going on, the other cannon can come deal with pretty much every shade here. And it's even on value, so that's nothing too crazy. Still picking on this poor sorcerer. These great weapons took a nasty amount of damage from that stupid Medusa. So they are weakened to hell. Here come the Crows of Cain trying to deal with my Marauder Horsemen, but we got plenty of great weapons around as well. Summoning in Gorebeast Chariots, because someone requested, I was like, why not give them a shot? I have had the Gorebeast Chariots do well into Dark Elves before, but thinking about it, it's been a long time since I used them, so I want to give them another test drive again. And if anything, I probably could have just dropped them for Chaos Knights and had an easy time taking out those crows and then just dealing with the rest of the army. You would need cold ones, and yeah, it would be rough. I could even trap Malice between the Chaos Warriors and all that. I just have him trapped. But we're doing pretty alright. The Gorebeast Chariot is being obnoxious right now. Dread Spears fighting against those Chaos Warriors. These cannons, though, haven't been shut off, thank goodness. Luckily, we still have plenty of Marauders come deal with them. It's going to take them a while, and thankfully they're unbreakable. More Dark Riders coming in. But while he's doing that, trying to shut down my cannons, we have plenty in his front and on his objective. There's pretty much no front line anymore, so we can easily deal with this. I wasn't paying attention, getting my poor Chaos Warriors halberds caught by a cheeky Pit of Shades caster. Looking at it now, I probably should have had the Severed Claw up by now instead of the Orbeez Chariot, or just Chaos Warriors. With, no, Severed Claw would have been fine. Chaos Knights would have been better. Because right now I got these Orbeez Chariots and they don't seem to be doing all too great. You have to really be paying attention to them, and yeah, it kind of sucks. I could be doing some rear charges right now into those spears with them. Into the shades, maybe even getting units that are reinforcing right now. But no. My cannon could go back into the Medusa because the Medusa's being a problem. Hellstriders, though, pretty good into most of the Dark Elf roster right now. The only thing that's a problem is the Dread Spears. Medusa's actually not the best, but it's busy getting shot at, so it's not the worst either. We are just running over everything here. Malice may be fast, but he can't be everywhere at once. We're killing Crows of Cain. We're up in value, although we are behind in the numbers, which is kind of sad, seeing as how... I mean, that's just how it is, right? That's the game. Dark Elves can be cheap, yet pay for themselves. Kind of reminds me of Greenskins, where you have this very cheap and effective unit. And yeah, they are a big glass cannony, but it's so easy to hide behind them. It reminds me of also Dwarves pre-nerf. And by pre-nerf, I mean probably the last one or two before. After Magma Cannons got nerfed. Before everything else. Where you could actually use elite units and they would probably win the game. Ah, I missed the triple Infernal Infernal Iron Sword. It's fun. Chaos Warhound's on the side to take the objective, forcing him on multiple fronts so that way we can lighten the load here on his home objective. Yes, keep running. As long as the Medusa can't fire, we should be alright. Eventually, we'll have to send units over to the side. Once we do that, we can move the hounds out of there. And they're not poison either, so it kind of sucks. Didn't really have enough for them. This Medusa needs to go! Probably could have Azazel come in and terrorize her. Or just tear her off. Finally taking that objective, we should just probably run away from it. Come in with a counter charge. Because we are low on units here. But we are up in value. Get her out of here! But I think it's also a bit too late. The Medusa's already done the damage that she needed. She's probably got her value in there. Same thing with these Hell Cannons. These things have been doing work. Especially on a hill map like this. Lots of mounds. My Chaos Warhounds take a nasty charge, so yeah, they're not gonna live. I even got some shades in that shot against that. Malice is just sitting there, waiting for his call. And we are just annoying everything here. I didn't even notice the Chaos Manticore. Probably could have taken that with some backup. And thinking about it now that the Greenskins had DLC, this made me start thinking, do you think Warriors of Chaos would get DLC? Because it seems like we could use some units in this roster. That would be much appreciated. Another pit. I get hit with the pit because I thought I killed the stupid sorcerers. But it is what it is. Just me screwing up again. So yeah, it seems like we need something like Fellbats, Furies, something to deal with. Yeah, backlines. I mean, Hell Cannons are nice, but Hell Cannons aren't always the right choice. It'd be nice to chase away things and not have to use Marks of Chaos. And speaking of Marks, I think Marks of Chaos should actually double. Because it feels pretty bad to have so little Marks of Chaos, yet have the entire other Monogod factions roster at the disposal. And made it even worse too is taking away a lot of the Beastmen, the Beastmen units. No Pestigors, no Zangors. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, we don't have any good... I mean, we have Marauder Horsemen, those are a nice Vanguard unit, but not infantry-sized unit. Like other factions. And I feel like WoC is, sitting at mid-tier, so, at least in Dom. So, I don't know. It feels bad. It feels bad when a lot of our cheap units aren't really that good and a lot of our expensive units are easy to get rid of. I mean, they do work, but there's not a lot of mix-up. Our monsters are kind of trash. We got Rot Knights to deal with Cav, and turns out Rot Knights are pretty dog shit, so... And then you still have Skull Crushers and Dragon Ogres, which are still lying in the wait for a nice, fat, juicy buff. Which they probably won't ever get. Alright, enough with the rant. Here we go with Malice coming in, still fighting off these boys, but something tells me he's gonna win. We're slowly making our way. There aren't too many units. And look, the Medusa got respawns for 1,300, and she's probably gonna do more than that in terms of damage on this second life, since we don't have any cannons to really deal with her now. Kinda reminds me of that game with Bird when the Thunder Barge got resummoned. Where it's like, great, she's gone, but she'll be back. And he still has units to spare, even though we got more value. That is insane. But to be fair, though, I've made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes in this game. Losing Azazel, not getting the Sorcerer, not protecting my Hell Cannons at the beginning. There's a number of mistakes that I should be improving on. But that's what happens when I don't play from space. My map awareness is everything that I can see in front of me. And that's what I was thinking about after this game. I was like, wow, if only I was seeing through space, I probably would have wrecked face. Because, man,
there is only defeat.
My micro isn't that bad. It turns out, it's mainly just the lack of awareness. That's how a lot of players, especially Harrison. Harrison, that's how he tries to get me sometimes, and I feign stupidity and then catch him on the low. Sometimes, not all the time. So yeah, looking at these values, Cannons and Azazel were pretty good. Although Azazel didn't pay for himself, he was pretty damn close. Could have lost a couple spells. Great weapons, yeah, not so much. Probably could have went Sword and Board. Gorby's Chariot, if I would have used it properly, I think it would have been fine, but it's hard to do that. Halberds did halberd things. Not sure about the Hellstriders. Probably could lose the Hellstriders and just start bringing in more. Probably could have lost one of the Chaos War, or two of the Chaos Warhounds to bring another elite unit. Maybe some Forsaken. Forsaken to charge it to Dark Riders and Fellbats, do some countercharging. Yeah, I think I could have seen that working. Would have been more ideal than Gorby's, or yeah, the Gorby's Chariot. Would have taken a Knight instead. And if he would have dropped in those cold ones, well, I've had the Trolls do pretty good work on them. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know it's a bit more ranty than usual, but Dark Elves are really strong right now, and it hurts. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, please like, sub, follow me here on YouTube. We're on the road to 1,000. Come see me on the stream, come play, and have a good one. Peace, and goodbye for now.